Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Thursday evening. I hope we're all well. Hope we're all looking after ourselves and we're having a good day, whatever it is that we're doing. Obviously, I put in a community post saying that this video would be a half decent one, so hopefully you're prompt. The reason is there's so much to talk about, and I don't want to get halfway through and someone go, "Oh, can you just kind of tell me what you've said already?" And me go, "Oh, dude, this is why I told you to be prompt." So yeah, in this video, we're talking about Saudi Arabia interest in Richarlison. We're talking about Emerson Royale's AC Milan move. We're talking about Geertruida interest from Liverpool and what that means. Calafiori, little bits of information about Arsenal situation. There's much more to talk about, to be honest. There's quite a bit, so I'm not gonna label it all. You're just gonna have to kick back, relax, and have a little listen. But I want to say, if you're watching this, you are new, give us a subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. I think we're just under 2.62 in terms of thousand followers now, or subscribers. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Evening Spurs, mate, how are you? Evening Tottenham, he's buzzing for this. Good stuff. Evening Oscar, mate, how are you? Tottenham do not sell. Richy, I'll tell you that in a minute. Hey Teddy, how are you? What have I missed in the earlier stream? Teddy, mate, you're gonna have to go back and watch it. That's what you're gonna have to do, man. Evening Sonia, how are you? I'm all right though. Thank you for asking. Let's sort of jump in. Let's start with the Richarlison news. Okay, so Ben Jacobs put out that Richarlison remains a Saudi target. Al Ittihad and Al Hilal have both discussed him. Spurs would expect £60 million to sell, but are yet to receive any offers. One to watch though between now and the end of the window. Now, we're not getting 60 million for Richarlison. Not even, actually thinking about it, if they're going to buy Casemiro for something like 40 odd million, then yeah, Richarlison, you could get 60 million from Saudi Arabia. Al Ittihad is the Benzema team, and the Al Hilal side, I think, is the Neymar side, if I'm correct in saying. Look, if we get 60 million, I'm honestly sitting there going, yeah, I think I might do it. But as long as you're buying two strikers, which if you bought two strikers and one of them was, say, Jonathan David and the other one was, okay, let's do it this way. Would they go the Gyökeres route where they go, look, we're going to spend big on this position because we just sold him and we're going to buy Gyökeres and we'll buy Jonathan David? Yeah, would that be something that people be interested in? You know, would they go the Osimhen route, which I don't think they will, obviously. I'm just spitballing here. If you're selling Richarlison, you have to buy two strikers. That is a minimum, and you could foresee a Tony David route that you could foresee both of those guys. You know, hey the dude, I like it. Hey the dude, yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? Demiral, go. Everyone like the stream. Cheers, Ollie, mate. Yeah, everyone like it. Very much appreciate everyone that does. Hey, Darren, mate, how are you? Joshua's here. Big man, how are you? David from San Diego. How are you, mate? You're right. The thing is, I don't think we get two strikers, and for that reason, I keep Richy and get one. I'd add other positions. Alternatively, if we think Valiz is already first team, I think that's fine. I think Valiz goes out on loan this summer. I really do. I've always been on that trail. I think Valiz goes out on loan. I think they keep a younger option in and around the first team squads. I think they go around the first team squad, and I think they add a striker as well. I've always said I think they add a striker. Van Gogh's here. He's finished up his swim. I hope you didn't forget your armbands and your goggles and your swim cap, mate. I'm gutted that Calafiori is back to join Arsenal. We'll talk about it in a minute. Got to see Brazil, Paraguay live in Las Vegas. Good times. Nice, David. What was their score in that game? I can't remember. What was it? I hope it was a good game, though. I've heard Parrot might be forced to stay because of homegrown issues. I don't think that'll be the case, Oscar, mate. 4-1. God, you just got to see loads of goals then. You must have been thrilled. Doue and Neto or Eze. Well, we're going to be talking about that because I've got some potential bad vibes on that one. But yeah, the Richarlison situation. Let's do a poll on this one. Let's get involved early doors. Richy 60 million, sell, keep. I want to see everyone's thoughts on that. If this is what we're talking about. This is what the Ben Jacobs report was. It was on 60 million. That's what I'm going to work with, you know. Man, you need to tell what I've missed. Dude, I can't go back and tell you everything. I'd have to go and rewatch it just to tell you. Why does the title sound so negative? Well, Van Gogh, there is a little bit of negativity. There's some positivity, though. There is some positivity. There's a little bit of negativity. Should have been 7-1, but great vibes. Well, do you know what? If it was a game like that, then there's nothing wrong with that. Who's Ben Jacobs? Marshall, Ben Jacobs. He's a man that's got 336,000 followers on Twitter. He's a sports broadcaster. He's a good source. He's a good source. Even at ease, mate. How are you? So there's that on Richie. Let's have a look at the poll. Let's see what everyone sort of says. You can't get that good a striker at 60 million. Maybe. I mean, by the looks of things, you guys are all quite keen on the idea of 60 million. Look, if it wasn't 60 and it was less, I'm not selling. I'll be frank with that. But 60 million, I'll probably be on the board with that. I'm going to end the poll there, though. What team has improved themselves the most in the Premier League so far? Would you say it's Villa with the new left back and Ross Barkley? Would you say it's Villa? I don't think anyone else has really done anything. I think Brighton are signing Mats Wiefer, who's on our list of players that we were keen on, but he hasn't signed yet. So I guess the only team that has actually done any real business is Villa. So yeah, probably them. And then I guess it's us with Archie Gray second. Just tell me the two most things. Well, you tell me the title of it, because I've kind of already forgotten about it already, Ted, mate. Maybe had 2025, get Gyertruida, but still too risky. Well, Gyertruida is definitely risky, for sure. Osman is £82 million. Osman's more than that, bud. He's more than that. They want about 120 million euros. Lost Douglas Luiz. That is true, but they did get a couple of players back, hence why I'm kind of got that vibe. Palace have lost Elise, but Kamada's a very strong addition. Well, Elise, it will be gone probably on the Monday because his medical's on the Sunday. Can't see a sign Eze because the 6 million release causes money up front. That's something Levy doesn't want to do. But we're going to come to that in a minute, Darren. Joe Bellingham still of interest. No, I've not heard anything. I think that's a Palace situation at the moment. Calafiori. Yeah, we're coming to Calafiori in a minute, mate. Hey, Darius is here. How are you, Darius, mate? It's been a little while. Hope you've been okay, mate. You charge up your phone, yeah? Don't want to hear that you haven't. Hey, can we go, mate? You're right. Calafiori, Eze, Ramsey. We will get Eze. No worries. We'll come to that in a minute. I'm no longer really into Eze. Oh, you hater. Oh. Evening, Eze, mate. How are you? No, it's £82 million. That's exactly the price Napoli are asking for. No, mate. It's not what they're asking. They're asking for more. Chelsea, if it was 82 million, teams will be all over it. Chelsea have said they want them to bring the price down. So there was that on the Richarlison situation. Let's talk Geertruida, actually. I was going to talk about Emerson Royale. I just want to talk about Geertruida. I'm going to talk one in, one out kind of vibe to start. So Graham Bailey through HITC said that Liverpool have held talks with the agents of Dutch duo Lucero Geertruida and Crescencio Somerville, but they are not the only club keen on the pair. Now, this is key. You've got Arne Slot, who's just gone in to be the new Liverpool manager. Obviously, that is who Geertruida plays for at Feyenoord. He played for Arne Slot. You could absolutely see a situation where Geertruida is of good value, and they reckon, yeah, we could get him in quite cheap. Plays right back and centre back. We've already got Joe Gomez that does something a little bit similar, but then we can focus more Joe Gomez as a fullback. You could so see it, and that's the thing. You could so see it. We should buy 30 if Calafiori is joining Arsenal. 30. Ollie Skip might be going to Leeds. Well, there was talk that Leeds wanted him on loan, but we didn't want to do that. Just watch a fan channel. A Spurs fan has said that Ange is lucky to make it till Christmas. I'd probably stop watching that, mate. That's how I would do it. Can you put the link for your other channel, please? Yeah, no, not a problem. I'll do that now for you, Darius. Of course, not a problem, mate. Yeah, second channel. Didn't do anything in there today, but hopefully going to be doing a watch long tomorrow, which I'm going to put a poll in the chat to see which one you'd want to do. So don't worry, don't answer it now. Just put it in the poll in a minute, all right? I'm more excited about the prospect of Doue than Eze. I can't lie, he's also like 26. When did bro age so much? All right, well, I'm 28, mate. Don't act like he's old, all right? I'm 28. Bayern were informed of Palace. Bayern were informed of Palace to have a percentage of future self-release after triggering the clause. Wonder if it's same for Eze. I don't think Levy would touch that with 20-foot pole. Ferdi Kadioglu. I haven't thought about it too much. Even in Ku's right foot, mate. How are you? I haven't seen that, Marshall, mate. All I've seen is that the price is still around 120 million euros. So there was that on Geertruida and Somerville. I can definitely see Somerville at Liverpool. It screams Liverpool, Somerville. I thought he would go to Brighton, but that went really quiet. And obviously they've moved on to Mats Weaver. So I know they're not the same player. I'm just talking about transfer dealings. And I don't know if Brighton will go there, to be honest, for Somerville. I also don't think Brighton and Leeds have a very good relationship club-wise. By the way, I don't see Spurs in there. As much as I would like Somerville, I don't see Spurs in there before you ask, all right? So there was that on Geertruida and Somerville. Darius subscribed. Thanks, mate. Yeah, there's a second channel in there. I'll pin it in the chat as well. Yeah, we're going to do a watch-along tomorrow, hopefully, for either the Germany-Spain or Portugal-France game. So we'll do a poll for that in a bit. Someone will remind me shortly, all right? Eze has had a fair bit of injuries over the last few years. Not as bad as someone like Neto, but still concerning. Well, absolutely. Didn't PSG want Somerville? Maybe. I once saw a dream where we got Osimhen and he was benched by Richarlison. Like, what? Let Richy cook. Happy 4th of July from the US Revolutionary War champions. Yes, enjoy your 4th of July, mate. Enjoy that. Feels probably weird for an English person, I guess, to say it, but no, enjoy your. I guess it's a day off. It's Swaggy Boost. Is it a day off, like a holiday kind of thing? Is it a day off? Do you think the Eze deal is becoming a long shot with the Doue deal? I'm feeling nervous since I thought Eze would join since the Palace game. If I'm honest, I could see a situation where Palace don't budge on any demands of the deal. At least Doue is willing to jump over to Tottenham. That brother looks like he wants the Tottenham. But then again, when you're playing for Rennes and a top 6 club in England want you, you're kind of going to go, I'm jumping from Rennes. They're going to double my wages. Yeah. Hell yeah. I think Richy could be our 25 to 30 goal shot. Ooh, I don't think he can do that. 15 maybe, but I don't think he can do 25, 30. Did I like the Turkey-Austria game? I loved the Turkey-Austria game. Evening, Daniel, mate. You're right. Who was my player of the match? Well, you'd have to say Demiral, wouldn't you? He scored 2. Although that save at the end from the keeper. Oh, my words. What a save. I did say that Lloris did that so many times for Spurs, but it doesn't take away from the fact it was a great save. Yeah, major holiday. Many companies give the entire week off. Interesting. Entire week off. Wow. But fair play. Enjoy your day off, mate. Make sure you get some fruit squash in if you can. All right. Good man. Have you seen that Doue liked Archie Gray post? Yes, I did. I did see that. I talked about it earlier in my first video. Thank you for reminding me, Teddy. Mert Gunok. What a name. Bayern, Man City, Dortmund are after him, so it's not like he's begging. No, I wouldn't say he's begging, but when a top club comes in, you're going to be like, hey, I wouldn't mind that. PSG, yeah, I said top clubs. I didn't say PSG, did I? I really don't rate. If you didn't realise, I really don't rate PSG. The youth in our squad is absolutely mental. Yeah, great youth. Right, moving on. So, a couple of bits on Emerson before I then talk about Doue, Eze, and Neto. So let's talk about Emerson first. So first bit was from Daniele Longo from the Calcio Mercato, said that in recent days, contacts have been intensified to bring Emerson to AC Milan. Feeling is about 20 million euros gets the deal done. Tottenham Hotspur and Milan could manage to get the deal complete. So there was that. But they also said that it reaches agreement in principle. It's the same thing. It means the exact same, this deal is going to get done. I think by the end of the week, we maybe have a bit more clarity in the deal getting done. But about 17, 18 million, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. You got to stop ghosting me on Insta or search for new Spurs fan items. Teddy, I thought you were always going to bring in new items every single video, mate. Dan Dortmund sniffing around Mikey Moore. He's not going, don't worry. Mikey Moore's going nowhere. Everyone acting all thirsty for Mikey Moore. Stick to the summer fruit squash, Man City. That's it. Come over here, lads. It's a lot. Mikey Moore's not even that good. This stuff, Ugh. Mikey, shush. Mikey. He's just there. He's just over there. I told him to play the PlayStation. I'm like, actually, he's doing his boxing over there. I've seen we want £17 million. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. Why there's so many Turks here? I'm also Turk. For Emerson, it will get done yet for sure. What about Richy? He was the thumbnail. I've talked about him already, Kamagoo. You got to turn up on time, dude, because this is why we talk about him already, you know? My family came from Cyprus. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're building a community, you know? There's a lot of Turkish or in and around that realm here. Interesting. I've made us lost it. Well, you've let me down then. Yeah, summer fruit squash. It's like do you know what? Van Gogh has missed a trick here because Swaggy Boost is from America. Swaggy Boost, they call this Kool-Aid. It's obviously not Kool-Aid. What it is, it's like juice. It's like a really intense juice, and then you add water to it. That's what it basically is, mate. But yeah, Van Gogh calls it Kool-Aid, which Swaggy Boost will know very well what Kool-Aid is, and he can definitely tell me that's definitely not Kool-Aid. Summer fruit squash, yeah. So summer fruit squash over Mikey Moore. Mikey, shush, mate. Seriously, who's calling you? Is that Dortmund? Give me your phone. How are you, Annie? Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I'm good, Milton, mate. Good morning to yourself, sir. How are you, mate? You right? Have you reached out to be the manufacturer of summer fruit squash batter sponsorship? David, I honestly need to get in there. I need to get in there. Really, really do. I honestly, when this channel blows up and you know, then the ads roll in and you know people want to sponsor me, first thing I need to do is get summer fruit squash. It's the first one I need. I still really think we end up with a total of 8 to 10 signings. 8 to 10 DS. Oh, I love that energy, but I don't think we will, mate. I don't think we will. Annie, how come your parents did not give you a Turkish name? Because I'm not Turkish, mate. They gave me a Scottish name. Patron saint of Scotland is Andrew. That's my name. But I'm English/Irish. If we sign Doue, can we still sign it? We're not saying Nico Williams, not at all. Mikey is like 221 days older than me or something. Makes me feel like I've got nowhere in life. GCSEs all done, though. Well, well done on your GCSEs, Ollie. Cheers, Dolly. Well done on your GCSEs, mate. For the people that don't know what GCSEs are, they're exams. Okay, so Ollie's done his exams at the age of 16. So well done for that, mate. Hopefully your results probably come out in about 6 weeks' time, something like that. Hopefully they all go down well, mate. I hope they do. And just remember now, Ollie, there's nothing you can do to change your exam results. So enjoy your summer. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Get to when it is in August that you normally get them. And dude, enjoy leading into that. If they're great, you can enjoy the rest of your summer. If they're crap, do what I did when my GCSEs were all right. My AS levels weren't great. I went and ate my feelings. I did like an eating challenge, massive old burgers and things like that. But well done, Ollie, mate. All right. What league is known for having the best referees? I couldn't. I mean, I don't think any league has enough good referees. You know. Interesting how Vanderson links died down a little. Yeah, they went completely quiet. I've not seen anything on Vanderson at the moment. I'm at college now. Did my first year. Well done, Adiz. You did your exams already, Adiz, for your AS level. Heard Luton Town are extremely keen on taking Donnelly on loan. But I wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate it at all. I could see Luton coming straight back up, to be honest. But you could say that Donnelly would replace Barkley in their system. So maybe. Mikey Moore can't sign a professional contract till he turns 17 in August, so I wouldn't worry about him leaving. And when he does, honestly, when he does turn of age, Spurs are going to lump down a contract to him, trust me. When do you usually do GCSEs? Normally in the summer of when you're 16 years old, mate. We have 4 signs. Well, yeah, okay, right. Well, look, I didn't think of Feeney and Bergvall as signings for the summer. You know, that's not outrageous now when you say that. But yeah, Feeney, I wasn't thinking about as a summer signing, mate. I can tell you that. I wonder if Andrew's waiting to have a good look at the youth before pulling the trigger on any new signings. Well, he'll have a chance soon. But I would say we're still going to be bringing in more ready players alongside them. And Netherlands, Turkey, who will face the Swiss in the semis. Well, if you're going to be like that, Rec, I hope Turkey win. Ipswich in for Spence. Hopefully, then they buy him. Well, they've got the money for it. You know, I saw that. What's that whole player? Jacob? Is it Philogene or Philibine? I can't remember. I don't know what his name is exactly. He turned down Barcelona for a Premier League move, and the teams in the Premier League that want him are like the teams that have just come up. Barca are down bad. Giselle Richie, bold. Who is Feeney? A very young man, 16-year-old striker. I don't know who the best river is now. Galini was decent. How many more signings would you bet this summer? I would say for first teamers, another 4, maybe 5. There you go. Loxalo Lux said Philogene. He's not on our list, no, not at the moment at least. I studied art and design, and then I did architecture. Nice, mate. Nice. Architecture, good. Good job to get into. I've got a friend who's an architect. Moore is the next Kane. Moore is Arsoni. Moore's Arsoni, I think, which is still great. Thoughts on the new coaches? Love it. They know Ange. They know what Ange wants to do. They're great with youth. They're also previous head coaches, so I love that as well. Lots of experience. You're nervous over the weekend. Joshua, I'll be drinking for my friend's birthday, so I'll probably be more nervous now than I am actually on Saturday. Although someone's going to want to have a conversation with me, and I'm going to be like, can you just shut up and try to watch the game, mate? I've just watched John Stones hit it out for a goal kick. I'm really annoyed. I love John Stones. I don't know why I picked him out. I love John Stones. More is our Gaza. Whoa. More is more. More is more. What position is more play? More is, a winger, mostly, a left winger. So there's that. Right, let's move on. So there was the Emerson Royale news. Right, let's talk Doue first, okay? So Poseidon said that regarding Doue, he's excited by the Spurs proposal. Spurs are in talk with Rennes. So far, so good. Fingers crossed. Short and snappy. We'll come to Eze in just a second, but it does look like Spurs are maybe potentially pushing ahead for a Desiree Doue move, which Marshall, I'm going to wait for Marshall's next comment about this. If you didn't know who Desiree Doue is, Marshall is potentially his number one fan, okay? So I'm waiting for Marshall. Marshall, if you're hearing this, buddy, could you tell everyone in the chat as to why you're very big on Desiree Doue? Just your stats, and then what I'll do is I'm going to pin them so everyone can see them. All right, mate? Just wait for everyone. More players there. Is Eze still the pinnacle signing for you? It would be, but we're going to come to him in a second because you may have a change of heart, everyone, on Eze. So Adiz comes out in a minute. That means we should buy a right winger, and I know someone. I bet you do. Would you take Doue? From what I've seen of him, I like him, but I'm not going to overdo it yet. But I'm going to let Marshall overdo it for me. I just thought about it. Where would Eze play in our team? Would he replace Sonny or Madison? He would rotate with our best players. I just thought about it. Oh, Jesus. My reservation about Doue is releasing the ball and shooting. Interesting, Callum. Callum, by the way, Donna, if you don't respond in a chat for about 5 minutes, Donna is all over the place saying, well, where's Callum Roach? And I'm like, he's always here. He's in here in body and in spirit. All right. So don't worry about it. He's always here. You may not realize he's here. He's always here though. But yeah, that account, I don't know if she, I don't know, but that account is always banging on going, where's Callum Roach? I haven't seen him. And I'm like, she's like, how is he your favorite, Andy? And I'm like, because he's an OG. Donna, he's been here over a year. He's he's a gang. He's one of the gang, Neto and Doue I would take. Solid. Can't wait to see some images and videos of players for preseason training and starting Saturday. I cannot wait. For preseason. We're going to be doing watch-alongs on this channel for preseason games, by the way. So when they do play, we'll be here watching you won't see the game. You'll be seeing me. I'll be watching the game, but I'll be commentating on the game as well. So you'll definitely see me. And we'll be doing those watch-alongs, which will be really, really good. Doue's better than Werner, lol. We shouldn't have signed Werner in the first place, but he's only on loan anyway. He's in the top 1% of progressing. There you go. Can't see Nico. No, Nico hasn't come in here. What would you rather have? Free summer fruit squash for life or Eze? David, give me the summer fruit squash. I'll sell it all because I'll get free. So I'll be able to sell it all, right? I'll buy Spurs and then I'll buy Eze myself. Oh, I love that. Oh, Ben, make sure. Don't, Callum, make sure you get you. Neto played average 20 games only last 3 seasons. We don't want that. It'll be depending on price, I would say, on that situation, mate. It'll be depending on price. Don't sell more. More's not going anywhere. And we're playing Bayern twice in preseason. You're going to see me going, all right, Harry Kane. Yeah, you're really good at football. Grow up. Doue looks so good. He has 1v1 capabilities we desperately need. Yeah. Do you think we get another player in before our first preseason game? What's the exact date of the preseason game again? If anyone could tell them off the top of their heads. Rek loves Kadioglu. There you go. Marshall. There we go, Marshall. Let me just pin that. This is the Marshall, his loving for Desiree Doue, all right? So there you go. I pinned it in the chat for everyone to see if they didn't know enough about him, all right? Oh, no, we trigger click. So yeah, you've done it now, Van Gogh. It's the 17th next week, is it? Can everyone confirm 17th next week is the first preseason game? I'm a bad fan for that, for not knowing off the top of my head, I know. But whilst we're doing that, let's talk about Eze. So regarding Eze, Poseidon again said that Palace are confident they can keep him as of right now. His clause is only thing they can control, and upwards of 50 million to be paid up front, plus more. So it looks like if they're selling Eze for, let's say, 60 million, they're going to want 55, 60 million up front. Spurs aren't doing that. They're not. And as much as he would, in theory, we talked about it being the marquee name, if Palace don't come down off that ledge, Spurs aren't going to go up to that ledge. And I don't blame them. It's a lot of money to be paying up front, and teams don't do that kind of money up front. No team does that. So before anyone thinks it's Daniel Levy being cheap or Enoch being cheap, it's not. That's just not normal in football. You know, you might do, Man City might do, 30, 40 for Jack Grealish up front, and then every year after that, they do smaller bite sizes. You're not doing 60 million, that's just not what you do. Not for FFP reasons. So if that's the case, then to be honest, Spurs will go elsewhere on Eze, which would be a shame because I'd love Eze under Ange. But they still are saying they're getting a marquee name. Is that marquee name now Pedro Neto? Is that where they've gone? A left side that is Destiny and Desiree. Oh, yeah, it could be a cook. Could be a cook. Well, I'll Google the first preseason game. I'll do that because we need to do the watch long. So I need to be ready for it, If we could pay 6 million for Scrub and Ndombele, yeah, we can, but Ndombele wasn't all that up front, England going to crumble in the next game unless we seriously hit form and Southgate stops drawing his name on his notepad. He does one of those cool S's. You remember those cool S's that everyone used to do in their school books, Ollie? I don't know. I might be too old, Ollie. You maybe you lads don't do that anymore, but that's what we used to do. Oh no to the Eze deal. I guess Palace are trying to keep their best to keep him. Yeah, if they're losing Elisa, they're going to want to keep their other big name, aren't they? We'll probably get Morgan's White lol from Forest, even though he's a great player. The gangster-esque. That's it, Joshua. Thanks, mate. Well, they may go the Morgan Gibbs White. If they went Morgan Gibbs White and Neto and Desiree Doue, that's not that bad if you think about it. You know what I mean? Not only is our destiny to win, but it might be that we have a desire to. No, the S is very much still a thing. Okay, good. All right. I'm not too old then. I'm 12 years Ollie senior, so I'm not too old then. Do you think Gyökeres is possible to sign for 68 minutes? No, too much. Way more than that. I like that winger from Hull City. We've talked about him. He turned down Barcelona because he wants a Premier League move. Doue, David, Neto, and Edison Vanderson. Yes, please. Josh was easily pleased. So there was that on Eze. Let's talk about Neto. So regarding Neto, the players' camp has been spoken to. He had he not gotten injured again towards the tail end of the season, Poseidon would be willing to bet money that he'd be a Spurs player by now. But with his injury issues, Spurs have become a bit uncertain. He said I could see us trying to get him irrespective of what happens with Doue or Eze. So it looks like Pedro Neto may be climbing back up that list again. I don't know what you think of that. Is there a situation where Eze's now fallen down that list due to the cost of it and Neto's gone further up that list again, I hope you know that we really appreciate your passion and positivity and being the shepherd for this group. Thank you, David, mate. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. Very much so from San Diego in America. Very much appreciate that, mate. I know not everyone likes the live stream. Some people like to watch them back in their own time and things like that, which I appreciate. Every comment, even if you're not in the lives, I'll always comment back to you. So I appreciate it, David. And yes, very much all still welcome along for the journey because it's been a fun journey so far. And there's plenty more to go. Plenty more years of this. You saw Philogene today. I'm a big fan of Morgan Gibbs White. You have been a big fan of Morgan Gibbs White, Kula. I remember you and I have been talking about him a few times, actually. Neto's a no for me. No joke. You actually saw the fella. Okay, fair enough. You know what's so funny is that Neto only turned up against us and then he got injured again. Spurs bring the best out of players. on the other teams. Costs more to spend money on a player that is injured. Great deal. Does that make us sheep? Ilmatic, technically it would. I'm the shepherd here, but I'm a nice shepherd. Hull City Academy and youth teams train at the college I'm off to, and I swear I saw him. Well, make sure that you don't treat them like rugby players, all right? They'll fold pretty easy. Neto's good, but he has a lot of injury problems. He does. I think we can all sit here and go, Neto's a quality player. And Neto's exciting and explosive, and he'll beat a man, no issues. The injuries always give you pause for concern, and the money has to work because we're not offering 70 million. And the key thing to this, and I wanted to bring this in as well, was that they are actually selling Max Kilman, the centre half. They're selling him to West Ham for 40 million. Now, Maidenhead, which is a team in Kent, which is in England, are receiving 4 million. They're like a non-league side, which, by the way, 4 million for a non-league side is like Spurs receiving 60, 70 million. It's a lot of money, all right? Maybe even more, actually. So this is massive for them. They did actually have 20%, but they had to negotiate because otherwise the deal wasn't going to happen. But do Wolves need to sell? Because if they don't, they're not going to reduce their Neto price, are they? You know? You just know we'll draw Nice in the Europa League and Ndombele will turn up. Are Nice in the Europa League? I'm pretty sure they are, aren't they? Quick little look. Europa League. Yeah, let's have a look. They're definitely, you can tell, I can already read, before I even look, I think they actually are, aren't they? Yeah, they are. For goodness sake. Yeah, he's going to do us in, aren't they? We should buy Somerville or Jaden. Well, you never know. He says no to he says no to Neto. Not sure what you mean, Darren. Says no one is saying it. It's time to do my job, like the stream and subscribe if you're new, guys. Kamagoo does my job for me. Why do I ever say like and subscribe? He does it for me. What a good guy. Cheers, Kamagoo. Cheers, mate. Does Ivan Toney's press conference change your view of him? I loved that press conference. It was more of it was good banter. It was quite personal in a good way. I think Ivan Toney gets a bad rap. I do. I don't think he's sometimes the most self-aware of people when it comes to some of his comments, but I don't think he gets bad rap. Neto's brilliant, but injuries are constant, and with our medical team, he'll never be ready to play. He'll get one game a season, won't he? But it'll be like the best game ever. You already know it. They'll invest the money for a new calf. When is Europa League draw, by the way? Do you know what it is, mate? I don't know. I will Google for that now because they've got to do qualifying still. So it's going to be a little while left. It doesn't say. Yeah, doesn't say, mate. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. We'll know about it soon enough, and I'll bring it into the chat when we do know. Do you think Banza from Braga would be good for Tottenham? He looks like a bit of a unit, doesn't he? I think Neto would be a great option without him having to be the main man, match him. And potentially Kieran. I like that positivity. Potentially. No, they're not Sancho. First week of the season. Yeah, it's normally around that time. I wonder what reception Ndombele would get from our fans. Why would we boo him? You know what I mean? Like, he wanted to be at Spurs and we didn't want him. I don't think he should be booed, you know. Just play Kulu striker and buy a winger. Let's not do that. Neto would do a Solomon. We should sell Solomon. Just Solomon, bang, bang. And he just killed my joke. My bad. I've clearly missed something there, Darren. My bad. Would you rather have Eze or both Desire? I'd have Doue and Nico Williams, but we're not getting Nico Williams. Yeah, well, there's that. So that's key. Right, really quickly. I need this because I asked it earlier. Spurs preseason fixtures. When is it that we're playing? Let's have a look. It's on the website. 17th of July is Wednesday. So we're 13 days away from our first preseason games, and we are playing away to Hearts, who are in Scotland. 17th of July at 7 p.m. We then play 3 days later away to QPR, who are an English team in the Championship, which is the league below, at Saturday 3 p.m. And then they haven't actually set a time for Vissel, but they've given 31st of July, 12 o'clock against K-League. So, well, I don't know exactly the name. And then in August, 3rd of August, and then the 10th of August before we go into the new season. So, yeah, we'll definitely do some watch-alongs. I think a lot of you are quite keen, so we'll definitely do watch-alongs for that. What 2-3 stadiums in the Champions League, League 1 or 2 I must visit, see a game? Well, Dortmund's a great one. Everyone talks about the Bernabeu. Dortmund's a great one. You could always do like a Celtic Park, to be fair. I mean, Spurs is a great one. Celtic Park could be a good one in Scotland. You could always do the Bayern Munich one. I did the San Siro. That's legendary, the San Siro, where AC Milan and Inter Milan play. I watched AC Milan Juventus as well. 2 massive clubs. Bit of a rubbish game. 1-0 AC Milan, and it was an absolute screamer of a goal. Roma's is an iconic stadium, the Olimpico Stadium, where Roma and Lazio play, so you could do that as well. You could always do the Atletico Madrid stadium because it's quite new. It's quite new. I wouldn't bother with Barcelona at the moment. Just wouldn't bother with Barcelona full stop. But yeah, probably go with that. In England, what are good stadiums that you could maybe go to in England that maybe not? I mean, Villa Park's a legendary stadium. Obviously, you've got St James's Park in Newcastle. You obviously got your Anfields, and don't do Old Trafford. It's a rusty tin pot. It needs a lot of work, so don't bother. The Etihad's a good stadium. I've seen the Etihad. It's a nice stadium. Sunderland's a shout as well, David. I will come to comments above it, but yeah, Sunderland. North East have got obviously you got St James's Park, you got Stadium and Light, and you got the Riverside. So you got those 3. Yeah, you got it right, Adiz, mate. Well done. Dortmund, yeah. Have you seen these ballers? Fabrizio Micoli, Hidetoshi Nakata. Yes, I have, Marshall. Come on. I can see Villa struggling next season. Why is that? Old Trafford's falling down. Old Trafford gives you a free shower when you're there because it's absolutely... I've been up and close to Old Trafford, and it feels like a rusty tin pot. It needs some serious work. Serious work. Right, I don't know. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, Dortmund are sniffing around Mikey Moore, but Mikey Moore is happy at Spurs. And Luton Town are keen on signing Jamie Donnelly on loan for next season. So there we go. That'd be good. Jamie Donnelly loan to Luton. I'm keen on that move. Yeah, bloody thrilled with that move. You know, if they want to take a Will Lancashire as well, or you know, want to take a Alfie Dorrington, yeah, I'll be thrilled with that. Luton be a great one, you know. All right, it's enough of Marshall's comment now. We've unpinned that one. Yeah, when play Arsenal, yeah. Villa is finished if they don't buy 2 big players. Well, it's still early in the window, but they've improved the team through the Barclays and the Maatsen signing. Yes, they lost Douglas Luiz, but you can always replace him. FC Porto's a nice stadium, especially playing against Benfica. Well, yeah. Portugal have got some good stadiums. Has Romano given us any update on any of the players we're linked with? Lol. Kyle Walker-Peters. That's one that he's done. Just realised this new format in Europe this season. 8 games. Hopefully, we're bringing youth for some of those games. I think we will. Obviously, there's no drop down for the Champions League. So when I talked about the teams the other day, you would sit there and say, are Spurs potentially the favourite? We're the best team out of them all, in my opinion. There's some good teams in there, but I think we're the best of them all. You know, if everyone played 100% of their max ability, Spurs would win the tournament for sure. Michael Moore's generational potential if he's being looked at by... Well, the thing is as well, with Mikey Moore, you get him some... I'm not expecting him to play week in, week out, but if you can get him 15, 20 minutes quite regularly, the odd start here and there, like in the EFL Cup or something, he won't go anywhere because he'll be like, why would I leave? I'm getting good minutes at Spurs. They're going to offer me a big old contract. I'm happy. Yeah, he won't be going anywhere. Don't worry. He won't be going anywhere. The fact that he had some minutes in last season is a good sign. I think in preseason, what I would say is expect a lot of Mikey Moore, Tyrese Hall, maybe Donnelly if he doesn't get on loan that quickly. You know, Phillips, We'll obviously see the youngsters in the first team set up. But yeah, the Lancashire, Santiago, there's going to be a lot of those guys because if we're going to be playing every 3 days, expect a lot of those youngsters to be playing a lot of minutes. And I'm looking forward to our watch-alongs when we can sit here and I can be doing this. And I can be watching the game whilst I'm chatting to you. And I can be saying, tell you what, Mikey Moore really is good. And Tyrese Hall, he really is good. And I expect in the first game against Hearts to be watching a lot of those guys play. Villa will struggle with demands from his league, and Douglas Luiz was massive for them. Their replacements so far are whack. Well, I like Maatsen. Maatsen's a good signing for left back, but let's just see how they go because it's early doors. Bergvall Gray Sarr is our future midfield. We'll see Bergvall. It's only 13 days away. We'll hopefully see a bit of Bergvall. Archie Gray, hopefully we'll see a bit of, So I think, yeah, 17th of July, put it in your calendars. 17th of July, 7 p.m. UK time. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably start up a live stream about 15 minutes, half an hour before, sort of like 6:45, 6:30. We can sit here, we can talk about the game, and we'll watch the game together. So I know some of you won't be able to watch it, so you'll probably be more so joining in here, giving me crap whilst I watch it. But we'll definitely do that as watch along. Doue is the best at dribbling out of all Tottenham targets so far. I don't know. Have you seen me, mate? As Van Gogh vanished. Maybe he's got into the swimming pool with it. Maybe he jumped in the swimming pool without his armbands. Who's one player, past or present, you wanted at Spurs? Well, look, I think let's keep it. Let's keep it recently in the past, not like 30, 40 years ago. Let's just say in the last sort of 10 years. Luka Modric at that 8 would be incredible. Gareth Bale on the right wing. Moussa Dembele. I say Luka. He's the one guy that's won the Ballon d'Or. He's one of Spurs' best ever players, if not potentially maybe the best ever player. Not for what he did at Spurs, but in terms of his career, you'd have to say it might be Luka. I think the David Links died down a bit because his Canada have gone through in the Copa America. Yeah, well, they play tomorrow, I believe they do. And they've got Venezuela, so there's a potential they go through again to the next round, and again it's a few more days. Some fruit squash for everyone. I'll make sure that I have maybe a couple of these glasses for the game, and I'll make sure to have a water as well. Annie, have you seen Hadji, the football player, the dad or the son? Our midfield is starting to look scary with a lot of high technical players in midfield. Just need an enforcer in the midfield. Well, the technical players is what Ange truly wanted, Doue has been called up by the French nation for the Olympics, so even if we sign him, we won't be part of preseason for a bit. Yeah, it'll be a little while till we have him, to be honest, which is fine. We don't need everyone straight there and then. We can blend in some people. Yeah, I was going to do this poll. Right, so hopefully do a little watch along tomorrow for one of on the second channel where we're going to be doing a watch along for hopefully one of those 2 games. Okay, have a little vote on what you would rather watch. Now, obviously, I know a lot of people maybe from other parts of the world can maybe do a different game or what have you, but I'll be interested to see what you guys think. It looks like Spain, Germany are going to win this outright. The old one. Yeah. He was all right, wasn't he, the old Hadji? What I'll do is, because of the watch along, I will put the second channel in the chat again so you can have it. So do follow the second channel, all right? I will pin it as well. And we'll definitely do the second channel watch along tomorrow. And if it is Spain, Germany, then we'll put Spain, Germany, They really should have spread these games out. They should have had one a day. I don't know why you'd have 2 a day on those 2 days. Have one a day. You can stretch them out. Like, have one on Sunday. You have one on Monday and then stretch the tournament. I'd rather do that. I miss the days of football. It's been 2 days and I can't wait for tomorrow. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Why do they have to put the Spain-Germany game at 5 p.m? Yeah, that annoys me. Put the prime game in the prime time slot. Put France-Portugal in the 5 p.m. slot. Spain versus Germany is going to be a cracking game. It will be. So by the looks of it, you're all quite keen if I was to do the 5 p.m. kickoff. Is that what we're saying, lads? Yeah, I put a new header, banner, and picture on the second channel. So, yeah, tomorrow, what we'll do then, Spain, Germany, 5 p.m. We'll probably kick off about 4:30, maybe 4:45, where we'll have a bit of a chat leading into the game. I'm going to get some of your views where we can have a bit of a chat with you guys. And then we'll get the game on and we can all watch it together. How's that sound? We all keen on that? Because I hope you are. I'm going to be eating well into my dinner/tea, depending on where you are in England time. But it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it to have you all join me, so we can all watch some blood. That game is going to be a cracking game of football. A cracking game of football. I don't want any score predictions for that game. We'll do that tomorrow when we're in the chat. All right. No, I don't want to hear it today because I'm not interested. But tomorrow we're gonna jump in about 15 minutes full of game. We're gonna analyze the teams. We're gonna have a look at it all together. We'll have a chat about it all. We'll then say who do we think is gonna win, score line, things like that. Get into the game, and I'm buzzing for it. Can't wait. Cannot wait for that game. It's gonna be a belter. Yes, the early game, Spain, Germany's fab. All right, well then we'll do Spain, Germany tomorrow. So make sure you've subscribed to the second channel because that's where we're doing. We're not doing it on this channel. We're doing it on the second channel. All right, if it allows me. If it doesn't, we'll have to do it on this channel. But I think it'll allow me, to be honest. I don't think it'll give me that much grief. If they do, then we'll do it here. All right, so don't worry. We'll definitely do a live stream watch along it, even if it has to be on this channel, which is not ideal, but it will do. All right. Nico Williams is going to score. Watch. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Well, looking at that, then I'll put it on the community notes with the second channel link as well for anyone that has missed it. But yeah, thank you all for joining me for this evening. I very much appreciate it. Obviously, I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. anyway to talk Spurs and to talk everything that's going on chances wise. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, everyone. Enjoy the morning. Milton, enjoy your morning. Hope work goes well, mate. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone. See you later.